Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Pat Brock. We're out here with the boys soccer team with the head coach, Jonathan Sin. Hey, Coach.
How you doing, Miss Pat?
Doing very well. Listen, we appreciate you taking the time out to talk with us out here today. Coach, kind of go with us, go through how your season has been this year.
Well, it's been kind of up and down. We started with some really heavy 4A teams, 5A teams.
Yeah.
So it was rough early on.
Yeah.
But I think we found our rhythm, and we're working our way through region, looking to secure a playoff or a place in the state playoffs.
That's right. You got a region game tomorrow, right?
Indeed, a very important region game.
Yes. Now, has your region changed a lot this year as opposed to last year, Coach?
Oh yeah, we switch regions. We have the drop downs from AAA with the Dodge and Bleckley and Waco.
Right.
So those are ones that, we've played Bleckley a couple of times in recent years just because they're close. But Waco and Dodge, it's been about 6 years since we've played them.
Wow.
So it's been a while.
Tell us about some of the highlights from this year. Highlight any players you'd like to highlight.
I guess the obvious players are the ones that are scoring.
Right.
And that's Jake McCant. Jake has come on as a 10th grader and has been really good at finding the back of the net. And not to be outdone, him and Carson Morris, I think they're having a little battle to see who can score, and that's absolutely fine with us. We got a couple of 9th graders in the back that are really helping us out. Reese Lewis and Logan Fleming, they've stepped up, and Reese has actually started several games for us whenever one of our seniors got hurt. So that's been good. And then, John Eric and Bryce, they're solid players, anywhere you put them. So those are good. Good play on the wings with my juniors, Jonathan Haygood and Cuevas Nelson. So this team has grown, since the 9th grade. They've played with good players, and those players have left. So now they're stepping into the limelight, and it's good to see.
How many seniors do you have this year?
Well, the good thing about this year is I only have 3 seniors.
Wow, so you're going to have a very strong team coming back, especially with the experience that they have.
Exactly. I hope that this 11th grade class we got is really going to show out their senior year.
And Coach, how long have you been coaching soccer?
Somebody asked me that the other day, and I'm trying to figure it out. When I came here in 2003, I was actually middle school golf for 2 years. So in 2005, I actually did girls middle school for a couple years.
Right.
So 2007, I was the tennis coach for a couple years. So I guess from 2009 until now, I've been a soccer coach.
You've been all over the place, Coach.
Look, I feel like Johnny Cash. I've been everywhere.
You have been everywhere, and of course, doing a wonderful job with the band as well.
Thank you, ma'am.
We just appreciate you so much, Coach. Proud of the work that you're doing with these young men.
Well, I appreciate it. They make it easy.
And you're building some great leaders.
We're trying.
This is Coach Jonathan Sin, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now it's your opportunity to meet the young men here of the men's soccer team here at East Lawrence, and we've got Christian Brantley with us. Hey, Christian.
Hey.
Thanks for taking the time to talk with us. Tell us about you, okay, and tell us about the things you do.
I'm an 11th grader at East Lawrence High School. I play football, wrestling, and I play soccer. On my off time, I play golf.
Wonderful. So you're an all-around athlete.
Yes, ma'am.
And so are you involved in any clubs or anything at school?
Yes, ma'am. I'm part of Skills USA, and that's it.
Now, you guys competed recently and placed first in a lot of different areas, so congratulations to you guys.
Thank you.
And so football's your main sport?
Yes, ma'am.
What position are you?
I played defensive end and right guard.
All right. And so now, do you have other athletes in your family or people you tend to emulate as an athlete?
Yes, ma'am. Just about everybody in my family's played football.
Oh, wow.
For Johnson County.
So you're following in the footsteps of your elders.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Tell us about your experience here on the on the soccer field.
It's been, this season we had some ups and downs. At the beginning, we kind of struggled to find out how we wanted to play.
Right.
But more recently, we've been finding our stroke and doing very well in our region play.
That's wonderful. And for you, though, if you had to critique yourself on how your season has been, what would you say?
It's been okay. I could have had some more saves.
Yeah.
But I've been trying. I gotta get better as I go on.
And you're the goalie.
Yes, ma'am.
Woo, do you feel any sense of pressure as the goalie?
Every game.
Every game. And so, how do you motivate yourself, or how do you keep yourself motivated?
I kind of, at first, every game you get nervous, but then as it goes on, you gotta try to shake it off and just get in your rhythm of how you want to play.
So you have a zone that you get into?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And so listen, we're proud of you. We're proud of you for doing so well as an athlete and of course in the things you do outside of that. All right?
All right.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
This is Christian, ladies and gentlemen. All right, here we are. We've got Mr. Bryce Robinson with us, sporting the man bun, just for you all's viewing pleasure. How you doing, Bryce?
I'm doing good.
Thanks for talking to us today, Bryce.
Yes, ma'am.
Talk to us about how your career has been with soccer.
Well, I've always loved soccer from a young age, and I like playing soccer. It's probably my favorite sport. And I've just enjoyed being a part of this team and doing some good things.
And then, of course, outside of soccer, you play other sports as well.
Yes, ma'am. I play football, and then I throw shot put for the track team.
Oh, wow. Now, how have those seasons been for you?
Well, it's been pretty good. I mean, football, you know, is a little shaky, but
Yeah.
we're working hard, and hopefully we can do something good next year.
And now let's get here on soccer. You know, do you consider yourself a leader, Bryce?
I try to be. I
And-
try and set a good example at practice and on the field.
And you know, you seem to have a good personality because when we're out here, we're just hearing you talking up something. Do you feel like your personality really contributes to you being a good leader?
I guess. I hope so. I hope I'm a likable person.
Yeah, yeah. And so, how long have you been playing soccer?
I started when I was 7, so that'd be 9 years.
9 years. And so, as an athlete, you always want to kind of see where you've improved. Where would you say you have improved the most?
Well, my father likes to talk about how I can't use my left foot because I'm right-footed and I like to avoid my left foot. And
Right.
I think it's gotten a little bit better. I think my weak foot's improved.
What do you do outside of soccer in order to get that to improve? Do you actually play soccer outside of your normal practice and game time?
Oh, I go outside a little bit. And play.
Yeah.
I played on an indoor team last year, and that helped my footwork a little bit.
Yeah.
And I go outside in the yard and kick it around a little bit.
And so being able to play indoor soccer and also for the travel teams that some play on, what benefit did you see that as far as helping you when you're out here playing?
It's just every second. It's like any sport. Every second that you're working is going to help you get better.
Right.
And especially when you're playing indoor and travel, it's a lot of really, really good players, and
Right.
that helps, you know, judge your caliber and judge where you need to get to.
And it's always a joy to watch you out there on that field.
Well, thank you. It's
All
a joy
right.
to play.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
This is Bryce, ladies and gentlemen.
Some fun just can't be avoided. That's why there's Smart Strand Carpet by Mohawk. Smart Strand is the only carpet with built-in stain and soil resistance that never washes or wears off. Beautiful, durable, and irresistibly soft, Smart Strand Carpet is rated #1 in customer satisfaction. Go ahead, let the fun in.
See Four Seasons at 201 Hayes Point, Dublin. Call 275-0632. Mid-State Pools and Spas knows pools, in-ground pools to above-ground pools. Mid-State Pools and Spas has over 35 years in the industry, building more than 3,000 pools. Now, we build all our own pools, never subcontracting the work out. So if you're ready to build a pool, renovate a pool, or you need weekly maintenance or liner replacement with a full 20-year warranty, call the professionals at Mid-State Pools and Spas. Visit our showroom today at 2273 Veterans Boulevard in Dublin and see the new line of Marquee Spas. For the ultimate in hot tub experiences, choose Marquee Spas. Also see our new selection of casual patio furniture available now at our showroom, Mid-State Pools and Spas, where we know pools.
We are just having a blast meeting the young men here of the boys soccer team here at East Lawrence, and now we've got John Erickson. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing very well. It's always nice to see you out here.
It's always nice to be out here.
Tell us about some things that you've been doing this past year in other sports if you're involved in others.
Well, the only other sport I play is football, and I'm the quarterback and I place kick, which I do a lot of kicking.
Yeah.
I basically play football as a way to stay in shape for soccer because I really want to play soccer in college. It's just a way to keep my body fit and stay healthy.
That's good. And you play outside of school time. What other soccer teams do you play on to make sure, or have you done, or camps you've been to kind of help you improve as a player?
Recently, I just went to Georgia Gwinnett College. It's a private college in Lawrenceville, Georgia. I just went recently and had a little evaluation by the coaches up there for future college endeavors. And I also play indoor soccer at Macon Sportstown, right there next to Starcadia.
Oh, yeah. And so you play, and then even when you were little now, you've been playing soccer for a very long time. When did you first start playing soccer?
I started playing soccer when I was in recreation department, which they start around 4 or 5, and ever since then, it's just been a passion. It's just been something I've always fell in love with.
And then, as you tend to improve over the years. And what area do you see you've improved the most in?
I see me improving more in passing the ball, seeing the field a lot more, having a vision for the field. As much as I play, you see the field a lot more, and you see players, that are open.
Right.
And you take the time to pass the ball so you can, get more shots on goal. The more shots we have on goal, one of them's going to fall in eventually.
Right. And John Eric, you're a very smart player. We were actually watching the girls play, and you and I were just talking, and you knew so much about the sport and how they could even improve. Do you even see yourself one day being a coach?
Excuse me, but I really do feel like I could be a coach. I really want to go into a physical education field in college, and I want to get my major there. And maybe one day I'll either be a football coach or I'll be a soccer coach.
And then your dad. How is it for you playing for your dad? I mean, a lot of times, people always have something to say about either, if your parent is your teacher or your coach. How has that been for you playing for your dad?
Well, playing for your parents, it's not always fun because, when you get home, you get the coach side and then you get your dad's side.
Right.
But, it's a growing thing with me and him because he gets to see me grow as a player and as his son as well. And it's always good to get that time outside of school and outside of the house.
Yeah. And you are definitely a leader. And so what makes you a good leader?
Well, I'm not real vocal. I mean, I'm vocal when it comes to the field, but as a leader, I'm not real vocal. I try to lead by example.
Right.
The more I do on the field, I hope that the little freshmen and everybody else just follows in behind.
And I believe they are. Good to see you and nice talking with you, and keep doing wonderful things.
I will try.
This is John Erickson, ladies and gentlemen. All right, now we've got Austin Pageant, one of the seniors here with us. Hey, Austin.
Hey.
Talk to us, Austin. Tell us about things that you're involved in here.
Soccer and football.
And soccer's your main sport?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you been playing soccer?
Only 3 years.
Well, is there someone that influenced you to actually try out for soccer?
Bryce.
Bryce. So you and Bryce are good friends?
Really good.
And what position are you out here?
Defensive mid.
And so in those 3 years, what would be your strong suit, and what would be something that you definitely need improvement on?
I'd say I'm really strong at playing defense, but I could really improve on foot skills.
Foot skills. And so when you all are out here working on different drills, what things do y'all work on mainly?
Communication. A lot of communication.
And do you find, how necessary is it to have communication out there on that field during game day?
It's the most important thing. Even if you don't have skills, communication can win a game.
And here you are, you're a senior. This is, what are your plans after you graduate?
Go to college. I don't know where yet.
You think you want to play a sport?
Haven't thought about it yet with my knee.
All right. So you've had some injuries.
Right.
How's your recovery been for that?
I missed my whole football year, but I'm good now.
Very good. All right. So we want to continue seeing you out there doing some wonderful things.
Yes, ma'am.
Nicole's baby, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks, Austin.
Thank you.
All right, now we've got Mr. Jonathan Haygood with us. What's up, Jonathan?
Soccer practice.
Soccer practice. Jonathan, how has this year been for you? Have you been busy this year?
Oh, so busy.
Tell us about it.
Had a lot going on. I was in band earlier in the year, and then I got a month or so off in between band and soccer started back, and we've been full speed ever since soccer got going.
Yeah.
We're almost to the end.
Tell us about your position with the band.
Drum major.
There you go. I mean, when you see the band coming up, this man right here is at the helm of it. How has that experience been for you, Jonathan?
It's been great. I've really enjoyed it.
Do you see that you've really had to come up a lot as far as in your leadership skills?
Yes, ma'am. I've had to learn a lot real quick.
How is it leading your peers?
It's fun. It's fun to, I guess, one day I'll be able to look back and say I did this and did that and be able to tell my kids and things like that.
That's right. And tell us about this season for you with soccer.
It's going good. We've learned a lot. The team as a whole has come a long way as far as playing like a team, as you can tell.
Communication.
Yes,
a lot of them, that's what they're talking about,
yeah.
is that communication is it's essential for you all out there.
It's really, I guess the word would be blossomed. It's really come around this year.
And so how have you blossomed through the years?
just learning how to play my position. And as
Yeah.
Coach Sin says, mastering your craft.
Yeah.
Because you can only take care of yourself and what you need to do on the field.
That's right. And, you know, just talking to you, Jonathan, you really sound like a leader.
Thank you.
And so out here on the field, what do you do to really signify that you're a leader and to set that example for others to follow?
Communicate. If I see something that somebody, like, if I see a through ball that someone else might not be able to see, I'll call it out or something like that.
Yeah. And
Yes,
so
ma'am.
you've been playing, you've been coached by Coach Sin for how many years now?
4.
And how has that been for you?
It's been good. He knows a lot about soccer.
Yeah.
That's probably what some people might think. He knows what he's doing out here.
Yeah,
He's got the right idea for us.
And you, in the way that you are, your style of play, you feel that you're able to pick up things easily?
Yes, ma'am.
Grasp it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, listen, we're really proud of you.
Thank you.
This is the drum major, ladies and gentlemen, Jonathan Haygood.
Yes, ma'am.
Score big with the Dublin Piggly Wiggly. Catch all the savings throughout the store. Score big with fresh produce, grocery items, dairy products, and don't fumble the handoff. Choose 100% certified Angus beef from Dublin Piggly Wiggly. Taste the difference today. Fresh food, friendly service. Piggly Wiggly.
Ambry Jamison, a shoe bar. Fun, fabulous shoes, boots, flats, sandals, and the latest accessories await you here. We carry Blowfish, Matisse, Naughty Monkey, Not Rated, Sabica, Restricted, and many more, with new styles arriving daily. We also carry handbags and clutches along with the latest jewelry trends. And to complete your look, our notoriously cool Quay Sunnies. Whether it's boho chic or classic style, we have it right here at the Shoe Bar. Open Monday through Friday, 10 to 6, and Saturdays, 10 to 5. We are located at 128 West Jackson Street, right in the heart of downtown Dublin. Ambry Jamison, a shoe bar where good shoes take you good places.
All right, we've got another junior with us, Cuevas Nelson. What's up, man? Thank you for taking the time out to talk to us. I know you're busy, you're tired, you're out there running. Tell us about what this season has been like for you and the areas that you've improved upon, if you would.
Season has been up and down, really. I think I've improved more on my stamina, been able to run longer than I usually have, playing wing.
Do you exercise outside of this, or is this it for you?
I try to.
You try to. All right. And how long have you been playing soccer?
Since my 6th grade year.
Your 6th grade year. Who motivated you, or why did you decide to play soccer?
My cousin Christian, he told me to come out my 6th grade year.
Yeah.
And I just liked it since then.
Ever since. And so, you know, Coach Sin here, what style of coaching would you say his style is?
He's kind of like a laid-back coach. He can joke with you.
Yeah.
But when it's time to be serious, he'll turn the switch on.
Now, are you that way? Can you joke, and then when it's time to get serious, you turn that switch on?
I try to.
All right.
Sometimes I get goofy.
You get. I think I've seen that before. And so, you know, as talking with each of the young men here, we're trying to find out in what area do you feel yourself as in being a leader. Do you consider yourself a leader?
I try to be.
Yeah. In what way do you try to be a leader to your teammates?
I try to keep the freshmen encouraged, let them know that they're just now starting.
Yeah, you remember when you were a freshman. How was it for you when you first started?
It was pretty rough.
And, you know, I noticed in one game, you know, y'all were just kind of cutting up with some of the younger guys. Like, is that like an initiation process for them?
Yeah.
It's like a rite of passage, so to speak?
Yeah, well.
Because I remember you was like, hey, I was a freshman at one point, too. And so at the same time, you all still try to encourage the freshmen to help them out there on the field. And what position are you playing?
I play wing right now.
Have you played other positions, too?
I played forward.
Which one was the most positive for you?
I like forward better.
Oh, did you? Okay, all right. So you're playing wing right now. And so for you, if you could assess how your team has been doing this year, between 0 and 10, what would you give it?
I'll give us about a good 7.
A good 7. All right, that's over that hump, isn't it? All right, good to see you, okay?
Okay.
All right. To Cuevas, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we've got Ron Bracelet with us. We're fighting these gnats out here, aren't we, Ron?
They bad.
They are bad. Listen, Ron, talk to us. Tell everybody about yourself and tell us the clubs and things that you're involved in and what things you're involved in outside of school, if you would.
Well, I'm a junior and I'm involved with TSA. I'm the president. And pretty much I just kind of go over the organization, make sure everybody's doing what they're supposed to, and we go to conferences and that type of deal, just make sure everybody's just kind of doing their competitions and make sure they're ready.
And tell them what TSA stands for.
Technology Student Association.
Technology, very
Yes,
good.
ma'am.
And here you are, you're playing soccer. When did you start playing soccer?
I believe it was the 7th grade.
7th grade. And
Yes,
here
ma'am.
you are. Now, has yourself as an individual player, have you improved through the years?
Oh, yes, ma'am, definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
And what areas have you improved?
Just my technique and being able to know what to do and to think on the go.
Yeah.
Just to know this needs to be done.
Yeah. And then you do it.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, just watching you guys out here practicing, you guys are cutting up. Like you're like joking with each other. Do you always do that?
Yes, ma'am. It's just we try to have a good environment as a team. Just try to work together. We joke together, but when it's time to get down and be serious, we try to do that.
And so, you know, the girls were talking about that they consider themselves like family. Do you guys feel the same way?
Yes, ma'am, most definitely.
And so with you, you know, we've been talking about Coach Sin. They were telling us about how Coach Sin is as a coach, you know. Is he kind of low-key?
He is, but when we don't do what we're supposed to, he'll let you know.
But you do what you're supposed to, though, right?
Yes, ma'am, I try my best.
Now, Ron, what position are you out here?
I'm a left back defender.
Left back. All right. And so have you always played that position, or has it changed through the years?
I've mostly been left back my entire career. That's just something that I've found that I'm good at, and just stick with it and improving every year.
Wonderful. We're glad you're improving, and thanks for taking the time to talk to us.
Thank you.
Ron Bracewell, ladies and gentlemen.